Hello, welcome back to the Manila Masters upper bracket between Faceless versus Team EVOS. Alright, so currently the score 1-0 in favor of Faceless. 20-minute pretty much stomping over Team EVOS in that game. Team EVOS, I would say I really liked their draft, but it felt too greedy and Faceless just punished them really hard for that. And right now, into the draft, Faceless opening straight up with the Warlock pick, and not drafting, not Jabs, who usually does. And actually looks like this time Avil is drafting. So, Faceless banning out Slaughter, Centaur, Team EVOS, alright, they like to start with this, they really like their Ursa. I talked about how he's arguably like the best Ursa in Southeast Asia at the moment. He really impressed. Like, he, as an Ursa, keeping up on farm with a ton of other mainstream carry heroes. He actually, I think at one point, even out-farmed the WG Unity like youth squad carry hero. I can't remember what he was playing. Was it Slark or something? But that was really sick. So here we are. Disruptor as well for Tuhoi. They really like to give him Disruptor. So like glimpse back into the Ursa Fury swipes. Faces would just go straight for the Ember Spirit. So a tough to kill hero. I always have my doubts when you see like heroes like Puck, Ember being picked into the Disruptor. But then again, it's just all these short cooldown spells, great mobility, playing against that longer cooldown ultimate.
10 seconds remaining.
Okay, so
5 seconds remaining.
Earth Spirit ban, Nyx Assassin ban. Yeah, I think that the next pick coming up from Team EVOS back in Game 1 felt very forced. So they will go back, take out the Venomancer. Don't want to let the risk of having that be in the pool. Faceless could be looking to ban out that Keeper of the Light as well. Like Disruptor's a 5. Unless of course you want to ban out Monkey King.
10 seconds remaining.
Like I think in C right now, the only Monkey King player on the level or almost close to the level of IG's Boboka would be Yang from WG Youth Squad. Like he plays a sick Monkey King. So we're still waiting for Faceless. Monkey King seems non-existent at the moment. Both these teams not really touching it. Did they DC? Nope. Sometimes you just have to be sure, but they'll take out the Invoker. Yeah. I guess that's alright. Yeah, they're very dependent on the Ram's Invoker. We might see the Storm Spirit coming up from them. We'll see. Like, if they do have any intention of going near Storm Spirit, they'll probably like ban out heroes like Doom, Silencer. Like Doom took quite a number of buffs in the patch.
5 seconds remaining.
Okay, so 4th ban from Team EVOS. Where will he go for? Alright, if you're Team EVOS, I guess one of the patterns is they're more concerned with what hero XY will be playing. They could decide to ban out that Kunkka. They could ban out the Niche's Prophet again, but it's not like that hero is such a pain in the ass. It's just that really annoying rat hero. Something which Team EVOS, they do like that plan. That's why I said they usually would go for the Coddle. Like, if the Centaur was there, they will go for the Coddle. So, their rat is really sick. And I guess another hero they can also go mid would be the Puck. They could do that. Great Silence. Could be very useful against the Ember, unless, forcing him to go into a defensive item like a Yield Scepter. Let's see. No, they're really taking their time to think about this. Did they DC? They banned out the Terrorblade. Terrorblade, I see more teams starting to play this hero. Probably because it really matches the meta right now. Like, all you need is a Dragon Lance. You're very useful with Metamorph. And you just push towers really easily. Combines very well with Avenge. I think mid 1 plays that hero as well. You're talking about, like, playing, from EU teams.
5 seconds
Yeah, I like this hero.
Reserve time.
Alright, just trying to fix my mic, making it less sensitive so you guys don't hear the clicks too much. Yeah. I mean, for you guys probably won't know, like, like for casters starting out, you want to be able to do obs while being excited at the same time. You know, there's gonna be some shaking involved. Like if it gets to the point of like adrenaline rush, you're not gonna be able to hold your mouse stably. Alright, so Juggernaut ban coming up from Faceless. So they probably think this could be an Ursa mid, but unfortunately I don't think Rams plays the Ursa mid. It's usually just like an Ursa safe lane. It's pretty much almost always that way. I've never seen them play Ursa mid unless it's a really unique situation. They could be thinking like the Ursa goes against the Ember as well. But Team EVOS probably weren't thinking that.
Reserve time.
Alright, so 20 seconds left. EVO's really taking a lot of time to think about this. Some would arguably say like Centaur was the solution to Warlock. Like, you know, once you drop down the Chaotic Offering, you basically just stampede, run away, and then after you think you're gonna disengage, you just go back in from there. But Sand King coming in, so that should be an Avail Sand King. Yeah, I think it should be an Avail Sand King. Or if he does decide to go back for the Axe at Sand King is also a deadly lane. But then again, I said Nyx and Axe is also a deadly lane. Never really showed that, especially since they read the lanes really well.
Reserve time.
Okay, so we have Faceless and XY hero. What are the odds that we see something like a Pudge come in? Or do we still go back for the Kunkka? Like, it wouldn't be that bad going up against Ursa. They could still go back for that Silencer. Unless they do decide to go into like a Crystal Maiden. But that's usually a nuts here. They go for the Riki. Wow.
Radiant
okay.
Pick.
So that's going to be the XY Riki. So the good thing about the Riki is the Cloud. It's great against Ursa. He's tough to kill. If you get the tricks of the trade-off, you're pretty much buying time, especially when you're dodging like here's like the Sand King. So this is one of the objectives for the Riki, where you basically be kind of creeping into the back lines, cancel maybe the Sand King, you just lay down the Cloud. All these spells really good. So it's also one of the things where like you imagine the Sand King's gonna blink there, you picture it in advance, you just lay down the Cloud. Even if he blinks in, he's gonna blink with the epicenter. He's not gonna get the Burst Strike off. But that's just like the best case scenario. Another one would be like I said, you know, creeping to the back lines, finding these heroes. But that's where you have to be careful with sentries. So Omni Knight coming in, his Team EVOS pretty much all in on the Ursa train. And that's with the Repel, so Diffusal Blade's not exactly gonna help him. So Omni Knight Sand King, like Caustic Finale into okay, you combine Degen Aura and you have Purification. The nuke is quite significant. Like once you max out to level 4, you combine it with the Caustic Finale Explosion, boom. Rough time. So Slack wouldn't be the play. Faceless going back for the Nature's Prophet one more time. They identify that Team EVOS want to match them in the mid game. Because this is what Faceless likes to do. One of the, I would say, the advantages when playing against Sea Daughter, one of the reasons why they're so dominant, is because they usually like to challenge. They usually won't like to challenge into the late game. They try to end things as early as possible. That's just asserting dominance. And I feel C teams are not exactly ready for that since it's such a core-centered culture. So, okay. Looking for the final bans before we begin Game 2. Ladies and gentlemen, can EVOS actually pull back to force a Game 3?
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Taking out the Clinks. That makes sense. Faceless have played the Clinks before on black. Not so sure about a Drow game. Like, Drow of Nature's Prophet, if they crush the laning phase, Team EVOS it'll be a repeat of Game 1.
10 seconds remaining.
Let's
5 seconds
see.
remaining.
Taking out the OD. Yeah, OD against Ember is annoying, so that's a given. Actually, one thing I really would like to see is the Team EVOS Viper. Like, he could crush the Ember Spirit. But with the Ricky there, that might be a bit troublesome, especially in the first few levels. But Faceless. This should be the Black Zero coming out last. Does he decide to go back for the Slark, or does he try something a bit funky with the PL? Prove me wrong, go for the Drow.
Reserve time.
Right, so both teams obviously they want to. You look at Faceless, they want to end this nice and quick and precise. They go back for the Tiny.
Radiant team.
What? I did not see that coming. Okay, I don't know why, but the weirdest thing popped into my mind when you have like a Ricky safe lane with a Tiny roaming around, because that'd be really hilarious to watch. But Team EVOS, they will go back for the Lina mid. Ever since the talent switch around, haven't really seen it too much, but still pretty good. Alright, friends. So here we are. Game 2, Faceless versus Team EVOS. Will they decide to run that aggro lane again? Tiny, Ricky, and Warlock. Or are they putting like an Ember Spirit into the safe lane? Okay, so you talk about Lina against Ember. Yeah, Ember has Flame Guard, but because of the range advantage from Lina, she can actually really crush that lane, snowball really hard. But as long as the Ricky is around, so I do foresee a bit of a 2v2 lane situation. Omni Knight going up against like Tiny, he's gonna be okay. He doesn't really struggle that much, but he has a slow farm rate, that's for sure. So you look at the Sand King, potentially roaming around to the middle lane. Actually, hold on. If they do decide to run that aggro tri-lane, Omni Knight, Disruptor, and Ursa, so you put a Sand King against Nature's Prophet. I think that could actually work out. Yeah, so you get the Omni Knight as your hard 4. Concentrate on getting the Ursa Disruptor levels up. With the Omni Knight in that aggro tri-lane, you control it really well. I could see EVO still taking this game too. So, alright, Street Fighter animation. Get ready. Round 2. Faceless versus EVOS. Yep, so Avil is actually going to be playing on the Omni Knight. It will be that Pause 3 Omni Knight, not the Pause 4. Introducing the teams now. Rams on the mid Lina. Avil playing on the Omni Knight. Lyshu going to be playing on that Sand King. Tuhoi on the Disruptor with iLogic on the Ursa. On the dire side, XY for Faceless playing on the Ricky Maru. Nuts. Oh, I love my nuts. Playing on the Warlock. Black on the Carry Tiny. Jabs on the Ember Spirit with Ice playing on the Nature's Prophet. So things we can expect this game is plenty of rotations coming in from XY, getting that ward down there just to make sure that the supports are not always in that area, especially against the Ember. You want Ember to have a good start, snowball hard, and that should be the game plan. Like, you're talking about Siege, Tiny is the biggest threat along with the Nature's Prophet. Also, please, to those of you in Twitch, let us avoid being a racist. I will time you out or ban if depending on the scale of how rude you are. So let's try to avoid that, shall we, guys? Of course, all of you watching from Dota TV, thank you all for tuning in. And okay, I have my doubts about the Tiny pick, especially as Tiny safe lane. I feel like this hero really needs levels more than farm. No, Exercise and XY going to play around with iLogic. Burn out as much of his HP as possible. XY with the Nature's Prophet as well can actually just dumpster this lane. But not so sure how they're gonna deal with that Omni Knight pick. Like Tiny, a majority of his damage is nuke damage before he gets like a lot of farm. And then he gets to that high level right click, you know, the ones where he's swinging a big tree, bang, bang, bang. But usually until then, never really the case. SSI is going to be scouting around, finding Vlysu and Avil, so there'll be a dual lane situation. XY hanging around. Alright, he's going to know the sentries there. Run away! Burn that mana. You know, Ice solo against iLogic. This Ursa, okay, gonna be pretty confident. Going against Ice, if he gets too close, he's gonna die. So we really need to see those StarCraft skills coming up from the Ice. So XY looking for this. Oh, he already took care of the sentry. Okay. Top lane. Nothing much for now, but looks like we may be seeing a bit of action pretty soon. Especially on... Oh, tossing him back all the way to the tier 1 tower. Really good play coming out here from Faceless. And that purification, it's only 90 damage. With the Shadow Word, should be enough damage onto Avil. First Blood, Tangle heal. Oh my god, no way. He actually gets out. Bang with the toss.
Radiant's top tower is under
Just one of those games, man. Just one of those games. First Blood going to black already. So pushing the hero to the edge in the early levels gets the kill. Very, very worth it. Black again, actually having the edge against Lina. Seeing as Disruptor did hang around early on for that EXP to try and zone him out. XY did try to attempt to steal the bounty rune, didn't want to take the risk. And iLogic, oh, nice use on the trends. They get a bit of a block. But you can see Ice, he went for the boots first, so he's going to be able to outrun iLogic, at least until he gets phase boots. And with phase boots, that would be a completely different case. Right, so Black going for the level 2 stun. The toss is more like a repositioning skill, I presume, like especially against the Omni Knight, get him as close as you can to the Warlock. Nuts did pick up the double damage, so that harassment's gonna hurt quite a bit, even with a PMS. Now bottom lane, this could be where we see a bit more fun again. XY is in the neighborhood. These treants, quite annoying, 32 damage each. Unless of course Ice does decide to rotate in, get the courier, but doesn't have a TP. So 1-0, 3 minutes in, no real further indication of action for now. Oh. Just wanted to use that Earthbind. Not really getting any points into the overpower. Let's see. Black opting to go for the treads first. You do see like, you know, Tiny is usually when they play in mid, they want to get that bottle, especially since Tiny has mana issues. No stacks on the way out as well. Oh, nice job playing around the Sleight of Fist and Searing Chains. You just want to make sure you slowly tick her down. Rune is coming up, so it's about who can push out the wave, but being the Ember, you know, that's not easy at all. He's just gonna abandon it and go straight for the rune. So picking up a haste. XY once again just stealing the bounties. And he can just keep doing this. And they're pinging out. They want to try and steal the enemy bounty runes. The Rams. Can you slide a fist here? Oh, nice job with the Searing Chains. Ice TP's in. And of course they get the kill here. XY of the Cloud saying nope. Shitting on your day. And Lina having a really tough time already because of that pressure. Let's see, EVOS need to try and get something out of this laning besides like, you know, decent last hits. Omni's 18-5, making 19 now. iLogic at top of the CS. Well, Lina 34-1, still having an okay-ish time. But more importantly, you want to make sure you always have that level advantage against an Ember. Otherwise, once he's level 6, you're just screwed. He's just gonna like toss all 3 remnants on you, YOLO in, and you're dead. Right, so Vlysu, they're just skeptical, you know, you want to make sure. One thing you want to notice about Nut's gameplay is that he doesn't really show himself on the map. He's always out of range of EVOS. So this way, they don't know, like, he could be stacking. He could just be sitting behind playing the babysitter. Alright, trying to go here onto Rams. He has the level 6 now. Going straight. Oh, tried for the triple remnants. Tuhoi should be going down here, and looks like they can actually catch Ursa here with those sprouts. Very, very quick. And I said already, if you guys are going to be racist, I'm just going to ban you from the chat. So, okay, iLogic taking a lot of damage. Will XY actually be coming to clean him up? I don't think so. But he is taking quite a bit of damage. He's so afraid to run back. He knows that XY could be waiting for him.
Money to burn.
Oh, iLogic is solo. The Treants are being such a pain in the ass. If Ice could summon more Treants, he could actually get the kill into iLogic. He will just salve up. But hello, Jab's coming in now with the double damage rune and those remnants. Yeah, they want to try for the kill here. I think they should be. They can dive with the Treants as well. Getting the steering chains onto Ursa. The Glimpse back, saving Jabs for now. Going straight for the remnant, and of course with the double damage, Tuhoi killing of XY, but that'll be one down. And now he's just going to remnant all the way into the tower. Right under the tower, in fact, looking for the... Oh, nice light strike array, going to catch him. Doesn't have mana for the chains, but with the double damage, he should be getting Tuhoi. Yes, ISSI is going to get it instead. So, Jabs thinking about going back in. That light strike array didn't really connect, and of course going for the chains right now. The double damage, Ice will die to the right clicks. Jabs has one charges. Could be thinking about going for that kill there. Oh, the searing chains. Or rather, the slide of fist killing him off. And there's no shrine.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
You know, Warlock happy for a bit of solo EXP. Bit of a active time. But now they want to TP in straight to the middle lane. They're going straight for Tuhoi. The Glimpse back. Tuhoi caught inside the trees. Ice, or the nuts, sorry, trying for this sneakiness. And XY coming into the party as well with the backstab. Tuhoi dying right into the tier 1. Nothing his teammates can do. While Black over the top having a bit of fun with alone time with the Omni Knight. Kapow. So looks like ISSI will be going for the drums on that Nature's Prophet again. Still just brown boots and nuts. XY is just walking around stealing all the bounty runes. Picking up them monies. Ka-ching. Okay, so XY, he's gonna come to the top lane. Maybe with that cloud, they can try for the kill into Avil. But doesn't seem like it. Doesn't seem like they want to go for it. The haste rune on Rams. Pretty good timing if you actually hit to the top and try for the kill. 7-2, 8 minutes in. Let's take a look at the net worth. Sorry, not CS. So 3,400 looking on... Oh, middle lane. Hold on. Ember Spirit. Getting caught there by the stuns. He's going to all in. But the haste rune from Ramsey will be okay. Black killing off Avil at the top. But okay, now Isis comes in. Laguna Blade to polish him off. Isis needs to sprout. Should be able to kill Vlysu here. One more right click. Doesn't get it. The Sandstorm and now the Burst Strike. Is this the turnaround? Isis will get the return kill. I'm going to use that one charge. Black going for the stun. He's looking for the toss. XY. Toss him. Toss him. There we go. Going back. Bang. And down goes Rams.
Look out for fallen rocks.
So, very, very nice. And Ice and friends gonna complete those drums ASAP. Actually, get the tier 1 tower first. They don't really care.
Radiant structures are fortified.
High logic. Trying to complete that lifesteal, then go into the blink. Then I would say he has more chance of actually trying to get some of these squishy targets, or like the Warlock, for example. Still stuck at level 4.
No, take that.
Looks like he's going for Blade Mail. Yeah, that would be so sad if you like your Laguna Blade and bang. Blade Mail on. Cry! Black almost on the Blink Dagger. He just gets the Sage Mask. Could indicate an Echo Saber coming up. Don't think it's going to be like drums. One pair of drums is usually enough.
Invisibility.
Thinking about the TP. Just scaring off this Lina who popped the Invis rune. They want to get the tier 1. Putting the sentry down. Now they know that Vlysu is going to be there. Calling the Bar Strike. Looking for the Light Strike array. And of course, oh, nice Searing Chains connecting with the Rams. He's going for the Remnants in. Rams will get the Ice kill. And of course, nice kinetic field from Tuhoi. Now they're going to pop that shrine. But Ice will get the tower courtesy of those Treants. Oh, killing of XY.
I forecast your demise.
That was not the place to be. Wait, how did he... Did he have dust? I'm not sure how that was happening. Maybe he accidentally went to try and right-click the Lina or something. There was no sentry there, or he might have just expired.
Radiant's bottom
And now
tower
smoke gang coming
is
up from
under attack.
Vaisu and Tuhoi. They want to step up the pace. Avil gonna make his way into a 4-staff.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Alright, so they're looking for black. They want to try to go for him. They have the glimpse back. There we go, into the burst strike. And then the smoke screen coming out. There we go, black, the static storm. Oh, they lay on the big ultimates. They get the big kill. That's a killing spree going away with iLogic. And that is actually going to be his mask. Tricks of the trade, playing around with them. Do they have detection? Yes, they have dust. Pop it. Down goes XY. Right, so 11 to 7, and that's going to be big stuff coming up for Faceless, but they want to keep stepping things up, heading to the top lane immediately. They want to take the tier 1. Omni-Man alone shouldn't be able to contest this, but look at the army of Treants. It's the Zerg rush all over to get the Sprout into Avil. Ursa's coming in right now. Does he face boots? No, they just want to keep stalling the push. Nice searing chains onto both the heroes. And do they actually overcommit for this? I don't think so. Okay, Repel's going to be there from Avil. Oh, the Blade Mail! Jabs trying for the remnant, will die anyways to iLogic, but now the chaotic offering. Black coming in already. Avil toss up into the air, die, fly for me, and that's gonna be a double kill for Black. And the tier 1 tower to boot. Nice usage of the chaotic offering already, and it doesn't seem like Vaisu will be getting... Yeah, it doesn't seem like he will be getting that Blink Dagger anytime soon. Yeah, the wards like prioritizes heading to the bottom half of the map. But yeah, look at the side of Faceless. These guys doing exceptionally well at controlling the team fight timings at least. So iLogic, I think what he needs is he really needs a Blink Dagger. I want EVOS to actually force a game 3.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Putting the ward down. Train's just gonna mess around with them just a fair
Radiant
bit.
structures are fortified.
TP coming into the bottom lane.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Like I
attack.
said, you know, Lina, you want her to have a good time. Went for the treads, not the face boots. So they will go for another smoke. Should be going to Roche. Oh, the blink. Toss up into the air and Vaisu goes down. All he wanted was to farm. And that looks like the tier 2, but iLogic happy to do Roshan. Top lane. Doesn't look like it's that good right now for the side of EVOS as they want. It's just the same situation as game 1. They're losing so much map control. Everything's just
Top tower is under
disappearing, and now they put on the Static Storm, finding the Ember Spirit, who did go for the Blade Mail, going for the stun right now. Where's the Laguna Blade? Not gonna use it just yet. He's still alive. They already kill Rams, and they will find Tuhoi as well. Meanwhile, iLogic taking up the Aegis. They're gonna run it. Can they try and intercept him? That's the big thing. Maybe try for the Searing Chains. Doesn't seem like they will do it. But 2 kills and a Blade Mail. You can see. Wow, I did not see that coming. Oh, nice dodge with the Spirit. He's gonna get out. And EVOS. Now, the wraparound XY.
Double damage.
Oh,
Dire's
that's
middle
just
tower is under
way behind enemy lines.
Radiant's
Should
top
not
tower
be
is
there.
under attack.
But he's gonna walk out now. Okay. Stay in the trees. Apparently only applies to Singaporean players.
What have we here?
Now everyone's just kind of converging around this map. Woo!
Not you.
He doesn't. Wait. He doesn't even have an Orchid yet. But they actually got the timing off just from the nuke alone. But then again, it's 1200 HP. You take into account the nuke. That's like 300, 600, and you take the extra damage input. That's like around 750 to 800. Alright, the right clicks. That's a very tiny window. Like after the stun, the toss as well. Before he gets any spells off, and not to mention, he didn't have Wrath of Nature. So it's just the right clicks and the double damage coming up from my size. Well, that's usually very, very tight timing. You don't usually see that. So, okay. If you had Repel on, I'm pretty sure that wouldn't have been a kill. But Visu gonna head into the trees. They have a chaotic offering one more time. XY has to be careful. He gets jumped down. The Blink Dagger in. They want to try and kill XY, but he's going to go for the tricks of the train. Nice chaotic offering landing onto 2 heroes. Stopping iLogic there. The Static Storm's going to catch into XY. And now toss back. Bang! And find iLogic. Nope. Jabs gets to kill the 2 Hoi first. iLogic will be going down as he brings XY with him to the grave. But the age is gone right now. Faceless. Sprout him out maybe. No, actually won't find anyone there. They're going to kill off this Ursa, him against the world. What? You want to right click me? You want to right click Jabs with that blade mail? Not a chance. And Black's gonna be looking for a bit more. He was looking for that straggler, but it looks at the side. Visu still wants to fight, has the epicenter, could be thinking about using it, but the Treant. I said the Treant scouting now to go straight for the bar strike. Now with the epicenter into Ember Spirit. Oh, the blade move and the scatter to cancel things off. He has the remnant if he needs to get out. Comes back. He doesn't have the mana though. And now the repel is gonna come out of Black. Didn't really get the snipe kill from the nuke, but now Ice will pay for his sins. He will go down. And Vlaisu has a Brow Strike in 5. Will they find XY? Did they have the dust? I think they do. Could be popping it. 3, 2, 1. Dust? No dust. Glims back. Who do they find? They find nuts. Do they want these nuts? Apparently not. Too sour. Too old. Alright, so Ursa will be going towards their BKB now. These item choices are pretty much expected. When you talk about tower siege, like Lina is not at that level where she can siege that strongly yet. XY scouting out Avil. Pops the repel first. They could just decide to go for the disruptor first. Alpha Nature, oh, the nuke trying to save him, but I think he should be dying here. Yep, there we go. Fly up and down into the grave. So ISI is getting himself another tower kill. And the net worth, let's have a look at that, shall we, guys? Almost 6,000, 17 minutes in. This game's lasting a bit longer than game 1. But the map control doesn't indicate anything too optimistic. Jabs right now. Oh, where is he going? Where is he going? Now we're breaking the trees just to make sure. Can't find Vlaisu, who will brush back away. Hold on the stun, the avalanche of Black. Toss up into the air, and now the remnant. Bang! Jabs will send him back to the grave.
Thus ends the lesson.
iLogic gonna go straight for the top tier 1. Try for a bit of map control at least, fighting for that. But no, so far, Faceless has been extremely diligent at controlling the map.
Illusion. Dire structures are fortified.
Top lane, they are thinking about going there. Do they know? XY gonna take care of the illusion first on the Bar Strike, catching into 2 heroes. Will not go for more as Isaiah now the 4-staff forward, but Searing Chains will connect onto that hero. And in the cloud, there will be no stun today. Not today, not today, yes. Teddy Bear waits in the tree saying no. Oh, Black. Can he kill him? Oh, nope, almost. The Echo Saber, he's gonna pop the Rage. Ursa, he's just gonna shrine up. Very, very dangerous. You can see that hit, especially with that Echo Saber. The damage is just extremely painful. And if he gets an Aghanims, I would cry if you're the Disruptor. You're like, wah. But middle lane, they want to find Vlaisu. Bar Strike away to get the dust onto him in case he sandstorms. They're going to try to kill him. The Wrath of Nature is going to scout him out, and I'm just trying to kill him. Get the Searing Chains onto him just in the very edge of the cloud. He will be dying here. So the Guardian Angel is not going to save anyone. And Black. Oh, nice Static Storm catching only Black though. And just at the tip of Jabs. But now the Chaotic Offering come out. Gonna go into Avil. They want to kill this Omni Knight. Yes, they can. But the Laguna Blade will finish up Black. Unstoppable streak going the way of Rams. And no mana onto Jabs. Looks like Faceless will be forced to back out. Taking care of the Golem as well. Ram says thank you for the gold. Yoceptor on the way. And that's going to be Faceless overextending in that fight. 800 gold swing favoring EVOS. They get the big kill. You lose your support. But hey, you get the core kill. Great stuff for EVOS. And they find themselves maybe a toe length back into the game.
Roots and run.
Alright, so EVOS 23 to 11. This game's a bit better than game 1. Maybe they're just warming up, you never know. Especially when you give EVOS their comfort picks in the Ursa. But Orchid up onto Ice, that's a really big item. Like, it's really good at getting the kills, especially onto the Omni Knight. If you TP into the back line, it's very efficient. Top tier 1 will go the way of EVOS. Black, still trying to build towards their BKB. XY almost actually has that Diffusal Blade. But top lane EVOS, they will try for a bit more map control. Taking themselves another objective would be really helping them this game right now. Taking the tier 2. But no, they want to look for people in the enemy jungle. Faceless will probably look to try and secure themselves one more tier 2. That's just all the outer towers gone. And now they'll just go for the trade, not wanting to take the risk. XY just hanging around to find any stragglers at least. But they won't have any stunts unless you have like a Scepter on the Nature's Prophet. So okay, very nice that EVOS get themselves another tower in the game. That's really, really good. Some extra gold going to the piggy bank. Still no blink for the Sand King. This is where the priority in farm needs to go to the Sand King right now. He really needs that blink. And with the blink, they can take more fights easier because at least you have someone who can easily like initiate for them.
The seeds of fortune. No, take that.
Gotta love that courier actually. I think these ethereal gems like go for 200, 300. I'm not sure.
Never refuse gold given.
So why do they know he's there? They could just put a sentry down. I think they... Wait, what's that? They don't have a gem, do they? No, they don't. That was actually game sense. Like they pinged the exact spot where XY was. That was just game sense right over there. It's like my spider sense is tingling. They should know that Ice is in this area. It should have spotted him earlier on. Blink, BOTs, and Blade Mail. Still trying to build towards the BKB, and EVOS should have more control when it comes to the Roshan at least. Taking out the key tower, the tier 1 mid, and of course the 2 top tier towers. But they have the shrine to worry about. Okay, so Sand King still trying to build the Force Staff. At least he gets the Blink Dagger. So I do have high hopes for Vaisu now that he finally has the Blink Dagger, especially with the Epicenter combo. You need to land those combos into the Static Storm. X-Flash just doing, you know, Ricky things. You think about it, like, for the word Recce, for those of you who've ever been in the army, you know what Recce means. R-E-C-C-E. It's like scouting hit. So Recce, Ricky, Recce, Ricky. Try to say it 10 times quickly. No sentries around. No Diffusal Blade yet. And it's just basically scattering the treants around to get some source of information at least. Some tiny glimmers of information. This way Faceless can decide on how they want to make the next move. Going for the 4-man smoke now. They have the Chaotic Offering. We haven't seen one for a while. Oh, Black going straight for Vaisu. Immediately taken on Eye Logic. He's going to try and go onto the other side. The Static Storm's not going to be able to kill Black off, but the Chaotic Offering catching the 2 in the back line. And oh my god, Jab just killing off Tuhoi. Now they want to kill off this Omni Knight with the Orchid. He's not healing anyone. Rams, the Green Blade was already used. And X5, the Tricks of the Trade will finish off a Vil. Looks like they're going to go straight for that Lina. Euseptic taking care of the Flame Guard, but now they're going to chase him. Nope, missing the stun. Chains is going to be there. Ice aside with the Orchid, and down goes Rams. 4 for 2 trade. Big ultimate. Fighting around this choke point. I think if they didn't have the ward there, how did he know it? Like the smoke broke, he immediately just went straight. He just went straight for that Sand King, and he never got the chance for any blink initiations. And just like that, the fight was kind of lost. Like, if anything, I would say the Sand King Vaisu cannot die.
And sweet.
Alright, so XY has the eyes on Tuhoi, stalking him nice and creepy. Oh, they want to go straight for him, catching him inside with the Tricks of the Trade. Do they have enough damage? Eyes, the Shadow Blade is not going to kill him, but he does bring him at least one down into the grave, and it looks like they'll get the 2-for-1 trade. Trying for something like that, and when you have detection on the side of EVOS, it turned it around very nicely. And EVOS is just going to punish Faceless from these kind of movements anymore. Now the Roshan, iLogic, like I said, EVOS, they want to find their way back into this game. He will be going for the Desolator, so at least it helps them take towers quicker, and he can, kill these squishier heroes. The Searing Chains, they know what's going on. They do not have a golem for a whole minute, so this should be iLogic getting a free Roshan. Black. Does he find the Lina? I think he wants to. Misses the avalanche. You steps up into the air. Black. Oh, he's messed up. The Light Strike Array comes out right now with the Dragon Slave and the Luguna Blade. Black is not running anywhere. Black is dead. And if the Aegis going to EVOS, they have found more than just a toe back into game 2. They have found a whole foot.
Invisibility.
Searing Chains connecting into Lina. And without Black, things are looking a bit scary for Faceless. You can see the Sand King with the Invis Ring going back. He has Dust as well. Pinging him out. Oh, they popped the Dust with the Sandstorm. The Burst Strike, they found him, and the Epicenter to boot. Oh no, the Orchid Silence in the nick of time. What the Sprout? He actually gets out, no way! And middle lane, they actually get the kill into 2 Horde, and they're going to find themselves a Vil as well, who goes for the Repel TP out with the Chaotic Offering just to cancel that TP. They want this Omni Knight, they will find it. Into the grave you go, and that's going to be the 2-for-0 trade. Ice creating all that space, and Vlysu could use the Epicenter for that.
Never refuse.
Oh, that was such a PogChamp moment. Oh, he actually got the Orchid Silence just in the nick of time. And just breaking all the trees. You can see that level 15 Talon. Speaking of talents, let's talk about these. You can see the +4 Treant Summoned. Extra Flame Guard, movement speed. Ursa went for the attack speed over the armor, seeing as there's a lot of, magic damage. At least for the majority part. Lina opting to go for the 50 damage, not the respawn time, and the 125 cast range. So Omni Knight, 75 cast range, EXP gain, not so much the GPM.
The seeds of fortune.
It's like waiting a whole minute doing nothing for a ward.
What have we here?
Alright, so once the BKB is up on Black, then I say he has more luck, or he'll be more daring to go for these other kills. But ooh la la, they find Vlysu one more time, Faceless. They're just gonna punish anyone who just wanders too far out in these unknown lands. But with the Deso, Vladimir is offering on the way for Logic. Wait, I thought... Okay. But Ice, Faceless, ready to contest his tower if necessary. You can look at the spread of treants walking around. Single-handedly, he has controlled this entire area. So he can even find out if, iLogic has any backup behind him. In this case, now he does. Using the Sprout for a bit of vision. They get the tier 1 tower, of course with the Deso that goes down quite quickly. In the upheaval, they want to slow this Ursa. This is the maximum kite right there. With the sentry down, I think they want to go for it. He might be forced to use the tricks of the trade. I think he should be using it right now. Searing Chains catching onto the Ursa with the Repel. That's going to help him up. And the backline, here comes Ice. Trying to get the kill here onto the Ursa. Not the best idea. Jab's going to get a glimpse back. And the Deso, Ice. Ooh, the Purification almost enough to kill him. And to catch him inside the cloud. That should be the death of the Omni Knight. And I think they want to try to keep on chasing for iLogic. You can see him with the Fatal Bonds, and that's already killing up a Vil. These nuts. And now the Blink Forward from Jabs. They will not find the Ursa. So losing the offlaner and the support. Just the lack of a proper offlaner is really hurting EVOS. So Ice will be going for that Hurricane Pike. You can see that Drums, he's already out of charges. He has to gear for the late game no matter what. Jab's going for the Lincoln Spear. Not a BKB. Black also trying to get that BKB. Dong. Lina, BKB almost done as well. Ursa, Diffusal Blade. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I guess it's great against the Ember Spirit. I would have preferred like a Basher. Ooh. Okay, it seems like every time I don't pay attention, it's like this Sanking just... He's trying to rat and he keeps on dying. I assure you guys, for EVOS, usually is the other way around. If Lysu doesn't die this much, it's usually Tuhoi. So it looks like, you know, they have a raffle. Like today it's his turn to say, okay, looks like, you know, it's my turn to feed today. Now if the age is expired, they know. Jabs looking for the chain chase. Oh, gets the sleight of fist but not chained. Black BKB underway. Ice will be a more reliant source of physical damage output, at least for the side of, you know, Faceless. EVOS, I'm still expecting big things from Lysu. I have faith that he has that really big epicenter. This is where the waiting game begins. Black waiting at the trees, right next to Tuhoi. May have found him. Needs to blink out immediately. They don't have the vision of him. Trying to find him. Oh, very, very close shave. And Black, good reflexes to immediately use that avalanche and get out. But he did have the BKB, so he was gonna be fine anyways. But this way it gives them vision, like the intel that the rest of EVOS is pretty much at the bottom lane, and that will allow Ice to push up the top.
No,
Invis Rooney, okay, he gets it. We'll see where he decides to go. Looks like they want to fight. So the smoke, they're just gonna gently brush past each other. EVOS, I like that movement. This is really very smart of them. If they can find that initiation on someone, but they're heading the wrong way. And that's gonna be Ice using these Mega Treants to push. Once he gets to the 2x Treant HP and damage, those things are not funny to play against. It's like, oh, hold on, the Chaotic Offering, they finally disrupted, they were on the way back, and that's gonna be the first one down. iLogic popping the BKB, Black as well, with the Laguna Blade, and immediately kill off that big stone rock. But now they want to try and kill iLogic. Jabs with that Blade Mail, it will be enough! He gets the kill onto iLogic. And can he kill Rams? They need to get the vision there. Ice with those right clicks, Jabs blinking all the way forward. They get the kill, Vysu going for the burst shot, but the use up something up in the air, saving him for now. Rams will go down to Ice. And can they kill the Sanking? He's been silenced up and he will die. It's a full team wipe and only losing Black in the process. With the creep wave here, they will find a tier 3 tower. It seems there's no buyback on the side of EVOS at all. What a team fight coming out here from Faceless. EVOS were just on the way back after that seemed like a failed smoke. And Ice is doing his celebratory things. Disco. Oh, and they will find the tier 3 tower with the melee barracks. Middle lane, they just want to keep on pushing. Maximum efficiency. Might even lose 2 lanes of barracks here. Alright, so they take the tier 3 tower. Waiting for the big epicenter. They are smoked up. We see what Vysu decides to do. They don't have the static storm. Probably waiting for the Ursa. Now going in for the burst strike immediately, but the cloud and the diffuser charge and the Orchid silence Sanking. The repel is going to save him for now. Needs to pop the shrine. Jabs. Remnant's already to the back. Looks like he's trying to kill Tuhoi, but it looks like he won't get it. Avil, with the Guardian Angel already being used, Ice is now getting the official kill onto Tuhoi. Vysu, Jabs gonna Remnant out. And this is where they get way too much. 2 lanes of barracks. They want to find a bit more. iLogic popping the BKB. He's getting kited around. There's nowhere to go. The Shadow Blade. There's no detection. He goes down with the Shadow Blade. Correct. And there we go. Vysu coming with the epicenter now, but it's too late. All is lost. And one TP's out. Can he TP out as well? No, breaking the trees. Black will throw something at Vysu right to his face and he just kill him. 42 to 17, 1200 gold swing, and now the last lane of barracks remain. They have to hold on for DLI being tossed right into the Treants. Rams using that Laguna Blade will kill Black, saying, ha, joke's on you. The 2 lanes of barracks pushing in EVOS. You gotta hand it to them. These guys not giving up. The repel. Jabs just being sneaky, you know, getting those chains off just narrowly. So you look at the net worth, now almost at the 30k mark. And EXP also passed 20,000. Man, that Silver's Edge click. The damage reduction is great against Ursa, blinking out like that, immediately getting kited around. Ricky, you got the Shadow Edge, and not to mention Upheaval, you have the toss and whatnot. And against Ember without a basher, you're just dead.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So 42 to 18. Faceless look to be clearing this series 2-0, nice and clean.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
So they can start to take out the shrines. Actually, no. Ice is just going to use the treants for himself. So attack speed. Ember did actually go all into the cooldown reduction. This is the typical thing. Although sometimes you usually want to see like the plus 2 seconds. I feel like it's a player preference thing. It keeps you there for a long time. Black going for the damage and the strength. Ursa this game actually went for the movement speed, not the HP. Lina level 3 talent did go for the attack range. I would have liked the spell application for the Laguna Blade. Popping that overpower. Wants to find XY to put the sentry down, and of course the chain's gonna catch onto him. They need to repel ASAP. Especially for a fight. The next big fight is around this third Roshan. EVOS know if they want a foothold into this game, they cannot give this up. Ice. Sneaky, sneaky. And with this whole army of treants, make it 2. It's StarCraft all over again. Immediately go for the TP out. This is getting so much damage. Oh my god. It's pretty much half the range rack's gone. And he can keep doing this. He can keep doing this. The wave equilibriums are not in favor of EVOS at all. Top of the net worth. Nature's Prophet things. Going straight for the Roshan. So EVOS, they will have the work cut out trying to run, but oh no, 4-step into the cliff, a little bit of a mistake. That's going to cost them some precious time. And now they have to contest this Roshan no matter what. EVOS, I'm not even sure that's the play. XY waiting, he knows that they're there. The train's going to cancel the blink, he's going to walk in, maybe pops their BKB. Oh no, getting silenced up, caught inside the sprout. This is like RTZ all over again, getting tossed up into the air. He's going to pop those BKBs, now for the swap, but now the chaotic graphic landing into 2 in the back. Flies through, what do you get a chance for the epicenter? And jabs with all that damage, everything out there. The Laguna Blade is going to kill off Black, it seems, and that'll be the 1-for-1 for now. But Ice is killing him off, and jabs killing off everyone in this fight. XY will have his own little duel right over there. Getting the gem on the floor. The GG will be called from EVOS as Faceless. Showing dominance that they are not out of the top list of tier 1 teams in Southeast Asia. So full team wipe. Faceless 2-0 EVOS quite cleanly. Okay, so there we are. That was Faceless 2-0ing EVOS. I really had faith in EVOS. I thought they could have done it since, until now. Their performances have actually been really good, really consistent, but I think against Faceless, maybe they got a bit nervous. They weren't playing their usual style of Dota, where they would be the ones to dictate the pace. Like, you could see hints of brilliance out there with their flank maneuvers, from the smokes. Like, they're not afraid to just take the fight outside the base, even though usually most teams would calculate, okay, it's better to just fight from the high ground. So this is one of the good things, like this aggression, these out-the-box maneuvers, which I really favor from EVOS. I think they have potential. But Faceless in this case, they do have Winter coaching them, and of course, at the same time, you have that experience on all these players. So otherwise, that was a really good series, guys. That was only our first series of the day of the upper bracket. And if you guys are waiting for their next series, that's one which you don't want to miss. That's the series where way too big. It's so crazy. Like I can't even believe it. To me, like, that's a really big game. It's gonna be Fnatic versus Mineski next. You guys don't want to miss it. Alright, so we'll be taking a break. It's a dinner break. Players need to eat dinner too. And our next series will be at 9 PM, which is in an hour's time. Hopefully, I'll see you guys then. And okay, this is Hades. If you enjoyed the cast, if you have any feedback, let me know at Hades to the TV. I'll see you guys for future games, or whether in just a tiny bit, of course. So don't go anywhere. See you guys soon.